Today we will learn theorem related to circle. Now we can see the figure, the shape is the circle. Now taking the point interior of the circle O, from which every points lying on the circumference of the circle are of equal distance. Here OA is equal to OB. Then O is the center of the circle and OA and OB are known as radius of the circle. Now I am taking a circle and O is the center of the circle. If a line segment passing through one point on the circumference of the circle to another point, suppose I am taking a line segment from the point A to the point B, then this line segment is known as the chord of the circle. AB is known as the chord of the circle. The line segment may passing through the point O or the center. Then the straight line is known by a special name is known as diameter. If a line passing through the center of the circle, suppose AP is the diameter of the circle. This one is the longest chord of a circle. This one is the longest chord of a circle. Longest chord of a circle is the diameter. Diameter divides the circle into two equal parts, but chord divides the circle into two parts which are not equal. For this circle AB, the straight line, the line segment AB divides the circle into two parts. One part is the bigger and another part is the smaller. The bigger part is known as the major segment. And the smaller part is known as the minor segment. Major segment and the minor segment. Now the circular part from the point A to the point B, the circular part or the curved line is known as arc of the circle. I am taking another point P on the circumference of the circle or on the arc AB. Then the APB, the circular line APB is the arc of the circle, and taking another point Q, AQB is also another arc of the circle. Then APB is the smaller arc, that's why APB is known as minor arc. And AQB is known as major arc. Now I am drawing another angle AOB, which is also opposite to the arc APB. Another angle AOB, which is also opposite to the arc APB. This angle is the angle subtends on the center of the circle. Now I am telling a theorem. I will prove the theorem later. Angle AOB is equal to twice of the angle A ACB. Now, angle AOB is twice of the angle ACB. That means the angle subtends on the center of the circle and the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle, then the angle subtends on the center of the circle is twice of the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle if both the angles are opposite to the same chord. If both the angles are opposite to the same chord. Now I am taking two angles. Now I am taking two angles opposite to the arc AB, that is angle ACD and angle ACB and angle ADB. These two angles are lying on the circumference of the circle and both are opposite to the arc AB. Then these two angles are equal to each other. I will prove these two theorems later on. Now I am going to explain the theorem. The angle subtends on the center of the circle is equal to twice of the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle if both the angles are lying opposite to the same arc. Now I have drawn these four figures. This one is the figure 1, this one is figure 2, this one is figure 3 and this one is figure 4. There are four types of angles subtends on the circumference of the circle and subtends on the center of the circle. Now I am joining the points C, O and extending up to the point D. I am joining the points C, O and extending up to the point D. Then I am going to prove part. Then here OA is equal to OC because radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. OA equal to OC. Now angle OAC is equal to angle OCA because OAC and OCA are opposite to the equal line segment. OAC is opposite to the line segment OC and OCA is opposite to the line segment OA and OA equal to OC. Therefore, angle OAC equal to angle OCA. Now, for the triangle AOC, angle AOD is the exterior angle. As angle AOD is the exterior angle, therefore AOD is equal to sum of two interior angle, that is OAC and OCA. As OAC equal to OCA, now I am putting OAC in place of OCA in place of OAC in both the cases. Then I am getting AOD is equal to twice of OCA. Angle AOD is equal to twice of angle OCA. Similarly, we can prove angle BOD is equal to twice of angle BCD. This one is the equation 1 and this one is equation 2. Angle AOD is equal to twice of angle OCA and BOD is equal to twice of angle BCD. Then for the figure 1 and for the figure 2, angle AOB is equal to AOD plus angle BOD. AOD plus angle BOD. Now I am putting AOD is equal to twice of ACA. Now I can replace AOD by twice of OCA and BOD by twice of BCD. Then angle AOB is equal to twice of angle OCA plus twice of angle BCD. Then angle AOB is equal to twice of angle OCA plus angle BCD. That implies angle AOB that is equal to twice of angle ACB. For the figure 1 and figure 2, I have proved that angle AOB is equal to twice of angle ACB. That is, the angle subtends on the center of the circle is equal to the twice of the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle. For the figure 3, I have to prove reflex of angle AOB. I have to prove reflex of angle AOB that is equal to twice of ACB. Therefore, reflex of angle AOB that is equal to angle AOD plus angle BOD. That is equal to twice of angle OCA plus twice of angle BCD. That is equal to twice of angle ACB. For the figure 1, 2 and 3, I have been proved that angle subtend on the circumference of the circle is half of the angle subtends on the center of the circle, or angle subtends on the center of the circle is equal to twice of the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle. Now for the figure 4. For the figure 4, angle AOB is equal to angle BOD minus of angle AOD. BOD minus angle AOD. Now I can put twice of BCD in place of BOD and twice of OCA in place of AOD. Now BOD I am putting twice of angle BCD minus twice of angle OCA, that is equal to twice of angle BCD minus angle OCA, that is equal to, now for the figure 4, BCD minus ACD, I am subtract. Now rest part of the proof of the above theorem, I am continuing the last video, that is AOB. For the fourth figure, angle AOB is equal to BOD minus AOD. Then I have put 2i's of BCD in place of BOD and 2i's of OCA in place of AOD. Then 2i's of BCD minus OCA. Now BCD, this one is BCD minus ACD. I am subtracting this part from this whole angle. Now I am getting 2i's of BCD minus OCA, that is ACB. Then 2i's of ACB. Therefore angle AOB, that is 2i's of angle ACB. This is the proof of the required theorem. You have to go through the book for the proof of the theorem, and for the statement of the theorem you will go through the book. Thank you. Now I am going to explain the theorem or the proof part of the theorem, that is the angle lying on the circumference of the circle and on the same segment of a circle are equal. Now I am taking the chord AB and two angle subtends on the circumference of the circle, that is angle ACB and angle ADB. Then we have to prove that ACB is equal to ADB. Now I am joining, this one is the center of the circle O. Now I am joining OA and OB. Now I am joining OA and OB, and from the previous theorem we know that angle subtends on the circumference of the circle is half of the angle subtends on the center of the circle, or angle subtends on the center of the circle is 2i's of the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle. Therefore angle AOB, that is equal to 2i's of angle ACB, and angle AOB is equal to 2i's of angle ADB. Then angle ACB, that is equal to half of angle AOB, and angle ADB, that is equal to half of angle AOB. From 1 and 2 we are getting angle ACB is equal to half of angle AOB, and angle ADB is equal to half of angle AOB. As both the angle equal to half of angle AOB, therefore angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. Now there is another theorem, but the proof part of the theorem is not required in your syllabus. That is the theorem. I am explaining the statement of the theorem, and you will learn the statements of the theorems I have explained and the proof part from the book, except this theorem. You need not to learn the proof part of this theorem, because proof part of this theorem is not included in your syllabus. This theorem, I am explaining the statement of the next theorem, that is the theorem states that if two angles lying on the same circle, two angles lying on the circumference of the same circle, and the angles are on the same segment, then they are concyclic. Then 4 points are concyclic. That means I am taking two angle, that is angle ACB and angle ADB. These two angles are lying on the circumference of the same circle and lying on the same segment, that is major segment divided by the chord AB. Then ACDB, all the 4 points are concyclic. Concyclic means the points lying on the circumference of the same circle. Thank you, students. Now I am going to explain the last theorem of chapter 7, that is theorem related to circle. This one is the last theorem. Last theorem states that the angle on the semicircle is 90 degree or right angle. Now I am taking the circle and this one is the center of the circle O. Then the AB is the diameter of the circle and these two are semicircle, that means half of the circle. Now I am drawing an angle that is angle ACB. I have to prove that angle ACB is equal to 90 degree. Then this is the angle AO. Here angle AOB. Here angle AOB is the straight angle. Therefore angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. And we know that angle AOB is equal to angle AOB is equal to twice of angle ACB, because we have learned the theorem, that is angle subtends on the center of the circle is twice of the angle subtends on the circumference of the circle and opposite to the same arc. Therefore angle AOB is equal to twice of angle ACB. That implies angle ACB, that is equal to half of angle AOB. Now I am putting 180 degree in place of angle AOB, because angle AOB is the straight angle. Therefore angle ACB is equal to half of 180 degree. That implies angle ACB is equal to 90 degree, that is one right angle. One right angle. This is the end of chapter 7. Now we will learn all the theorems of the chapter 7 and you will learn the applications that have been proved in chapter 7. No need to work out all the exercise. Only learn the theorems and the applications that have been proved in your book. Thank you.